Koforidua Flowers. Now saying, Oman for sorry, and someone can say, Koforidua Flowers ni ye huomo. And anwa de ya downtown, nkoma odi. Na me busa na se denti na oma chrome. Wase na nsen oba chrome a, onhu Koforidua Flowers na najo. Impose onhu omokra na, onhu ya anom mo. Enti ama onhu nsonso ye wom. Se wei Koforidua flower, ana se wei yanom. Amana baba debate kase amanfo sorry almost flowers are kane na Koforidua na ni ho biem. Oko Facebook and say oko Instagram and oko X and so and say all the social media platforms. Ebinim say adane nim tree. Ebinim say adane prekesedua. Ebinim say adane chese ensem bebre na no manfo no kafa Koforidua Flowers ho. Na we na yenuanum abrofo bi a womo nsoso womo nim the magnitude of Koforidua Flowers. Na womo ankasa akwatena simpie so ekirechire mu senia Koforidua Flowers etie no mu use same opportunity and as a platform e de kire Koforidua abakosem nieri kan yenhwe sa video we abra downtown e kan say nansen wajai Koforidua anadupie esanso pia onhu flowers no ene yanom omumu nsusuye ohie obabi no ho ye ne fe but eya na osuro se ebia no yanom bi amase say no say flower ni ana say enye flower ni omafo bebre so kan flower ne Koforidua no nansen eni ho biem flowers ni nyina ahye yenko tie asema downtown e kan ye about the interest FM so be pie anajo about the principal street of Koforidua to meet the flowers esan say ofele say yanom e de omho agim no ba babu ano ba de ogwan
kwa me Koforidua no mokwa e kwa no say we dey ahia mi
eno no me hu town na kwaku smoke Koforidua
ampa ba tan but kwa me they say no pie anaju okoma me say no kwa me say I dia ma me o
adai
kwa me we pie first prize Koforidua Flowers pa but they say no go say yanom ni namu bi ebi fia ma gungun ni ade kwa me ntimi hu say we yanom ana we Koforidua Flowers ni bi kwa me am say the town anaju pie there kwa me tinton tan ni pie anaju bi
right inti asema kwaku na go downtown e kan ye no ose na nsem pa de waja na ju pie sanso pie a flowers no ene ya no hu omumu nsosoye ene science kra no kwaku smoke about total 2 obi ene gi ye obi akogina mu downtown never saw the need to come out because of ba flowers no hu omo yanom agi atese o kromu aba bia be fa bia omo ne nam ho a flowers no ye hu omo na we na sene American kan na brofo bi a omaba Ghana Eastern region, precisely the regional capital Koforidua. Ano matena simpie so echiremu Koforidua abakosem na ye fre Koforidua emai wo Koforidua no Koforidua Flowers na ye dwabenfo efi asantememu ebetena hanom dwabenfo fromu hanom abusia yenkohwe video a yenuanum abrofo yaye na womu chirechire mu Koforidua Flowers no kwan e fa so e baaye eni dwabenfo anomontu omutu ye efi asante dwaben e de ba ha.
All right, so picture this. You hear a city's nickname is Koforidua Flowers. What comes to mind? Fields of flowers, like massive flower markets.
Yeah.
Get ready for a plot twist because we're diving into Koforidua, Ghana, the place where the nicknames have like hidden layers, just like the city itself.
And trust me, this isn't your average city with a pretty name story. Koforidua, the capital of Ghana's eastern region, is bursting with history and culture and even a few surprises.
Oh, okay.
We're going to peel back those layers.
Okay.
Uncovering how it became known for more than just flowers. Think bustling markets, a legacy of learning, and yes, even some truly breathtaking natural wonders nearby.
I am intrigued. Okay, so how does a city in West Africa end up with a name like Koforidua Flowers?
Right.
It doesn't exactly scream major urban center.
You're right. It's deceptive.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of a deep dive,
Yeah.
right? We get to uncover the why behind the what. And in this case, the why is deeply rooted in Koforidua's past. We'll get to the bottom of that nickname, I promise.
Okay.
But first, let's rewind to the very beginning. Koforidua's story starts, well, like many others, with people seeking a new home.
Okay, so who were these early settlers and what drew them to this particular corner of Ghana?
We're talking about the late 19th century,
Right.
1875 to be exact, when a group of Akan migrants decided to, put down roots. Now, the Akan people are a fascinating bunch with a rich culture and histories that's a deep dive for another day.
Yeah, for another time.
But for now, just imagine these travelers finding a place that spoke to them, a place they could build a future. And build they did.
Okay, but every city needs that extra something to really put it on the map, right?
Yeah.
What propelled Koforidua beyond just another settlement?
You hit the nail on the head. For Koforidua, that extra something arrived in 1923 with the completion of the Kumasi Railway.
Oh.
Suddenly, this little settlement found itself on a major transportation route, and things, as they say, took off from there.
It's amazing how something like a railway can transform a place. Suddenly you're connected to, like, the wider world in a whole new way.
It's a classic tale of infrastructure shaping destiny.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves and delve into Koforidua's economic rise, there's a charming little anecdote about how the city got its name.
Okay.
I think you'll appreciate it.
Okay.
It involves a man named Kofi Ofori and a rather significant tree.
I have a feeling I'm going to love this story. Tell me everything.
Well, legend has it that Kofi Ofori, a respected member of the community, built his home under the shade of a sprawling mahogany tree.
Okay.
Now, this wasn't just any tree. It became a landmark.
Okay.
A gathering place for farmers returning from their fields.
Right.
They'd tell their families, we're going to rest under Kofi Ofori's tree. Or, as they'd say in Twi, Koforida.
Wow.
Combining Kofi Ofori and Dua, the Twi word for tree.
No way. So the city's name literally sprouted from a local landmark.
Exactly.
That's incredible.
It speaks to how deeply connected Koforidua is to its roots.
Wow, it's like a little piece of history etched into the language itself.
Exactly. But as you pointed out, a name is just the beginning, right? Let's talk about how Koforidua's economy blossomed, shall we? Because it's about to get really interesting.
Don't tell me it all comes back to cocoa.
Well, you're not entirely wrong. Cocoa played a significant role in Koforidua's early economic development.
Right.
However, as cocoa production shifted westward to areas with untouched land,
Okay.
Koforidua had to adapt
Right.
and diversify.
Okay.
That's when its identity as a commercial hub truly began to flourish. Think of it from humble beginnings under mahogany tree to a thriving center of commerce.
It sounds like Koforidua has always had that entrepreneurial spirit, that drive to adapt and evolve. Makes you wonder what industries took root as cocoa production moved on. Did Koforidua just become a ghost town?
Not at all. Remember that railway line that put Koforidua on the map?
Yeah.
Well, it continued to play a vital role.
Right.
It facilitated trade and commerce, allowing new industries to take root and thrive.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, did you know that Koforidua is home to Intravenous Infusions Limited?
Intravenous. That name rings a bell. Refresh my memory.
It's one of the oldest pharmaceutical companies in all of West Africa.
Oh, wow.
Its presence alone tells you something about Koforidua's evolution, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And I'm guessing pharmaceuticals are just the tip of the iceberg.
Precisely. We're talking a range of financial institutions, bustling markets. You name it, Koforidua probably has it.
Bustling markets, you say. Now, those I can get behind. It's one thing to, read about a city's economic growth, but another to imagine yourself wandering through a vibrant marketplace, soaking it all in.
And in Koforidua, you wouldn't just be imagining it.
Right.
These markets are a feast for the senses.
Okay.
We're talking an explosion of color, fresh produce piled high,
Yes.
locals bargaining for the best deals, the aroma of spices filling the air. It's quite the experience.
Okay, now I'm really adding this to my travel list. Is there a best time to go or a particular market that stands out?
Mark your calendar for Mondays and Thursdays.
Okay.
Those are the designated market days when Koforidua truly comes alive.
Right.
As for specific markets, well, each has its own character and charm waiting to be discovered. That's part of the fun of exploring, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Right, video no na etwagu no na chese ohwe se ne omu chichiri mu na chese Koforidua de oba mayo omu ho efe chese hu oba ni osipi esita hu se yes wo hu oba Koforidua ene wo flowers na ebinom kasa hye ebinom so kasa oni nyina ewu sese aka nim tree nko a me de amanfo comment ni bi agu screen no so hwe mun se ebinom kire fill yaps na kire so sese de dua ni nyina flowers ni nyina ahye aka nim tree ni ade ade amanfo na so a comment mo a me de agu screen no so but abrofo yi a kire ye mu say still Koforidua de oba so pe mayu omho fe pa dia you can never do away Koforidua abusia hanom ye be Koforidua TV na yeni age se yeni anma borofo yi agina simpi so a kirikire mu ne nti ese se oba Koforidua isan se hade so pe mayu a omho fe omon pokua gina so na chese wonene na ma hu se wo ba ni dia na chese Koforidua flowers no are still in abundance. Ababia obia ode bra. So pe Koforidua flower nkwa dia oba Koforidua ubehu bi. Mem fam fra yanom emfa yanom emfa me fra Koforidua flowers no yanom nye Koforidua flowers. The original and as a genuine Koforidua flowers no are still in the system and they are here. Oba nkwa dia ubehu omo. So when ijibi hu a oba na ofo se ne niam bi oye nso ye ofe na be ware na ware no ahye na animunyam na bi nso aka Koforidua ma ebusia ha eye me free Koforidua TV subscribe to the channel send be content bi e de baba bia wo benya bi ahwe na wie nso a make sure so be comment na obi nso ba nso wono nso atimi follow suit me din e de Kwame Obed Brixton Macrao.